Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to talk about temporal bone, and here at the side you can see the diagrammatic representation of temporal bone for the reference. So let's start our topic with introduction. Temporal bones are paired bones situated at sides and base of skull near the ears. Each bone houses essential structure for auditory and vestibular function and articulates with the mandible to form the jaw joint. Talking about its anatomical division, each temporal bone is divided into 5 parts, each with distinct structure and function. First is squamous part, second is mastoid part, third is petrous part, and fourth is tympanic, and fifth is styloid process. All of these parts are visible in diagrams if you see there at the side. Now let's talk about these anatomical divisions one by one. First we have a squamous part. In diagram you can see it is visible in both external surface and internal surface. It is flat and thin. This portion forms part of side of skull. It contributes to the temporomandibular joint by forming the mandibular fossa where the mandible articulates. It serves an attachment site for temporalis muscle involved in chewing. Next anatomical division of temporal bone is mastoid part or mastoid process. It is located posteriorly. It contains the mastoid process as you can see here in the diagram. It is a bony projection that is palpable behind the ear. It houses the mastoid ear cells which connect to the middle ear and help equalize pressure. It provides attachment point for several neck muscles including sternocleidomastoid muscle. Next anatomical division we have is petrous part. It is pyramid shaped and is very dense. It lies at the base of skull as you can see here in the diagram, the petrous part of mandibular temporal bone. It encases the structure of inner ear including the cochlea that is for hearing and semicircular canal that is for balance. It contains important foramina such as internal acoustic meatus through which cranial nerve 6 and 7 passes. 7 and 8 passes. 7th nerve is facial nerve and 8th cranial nerve is vestibulocochlear nerve. Next anatomical division is tympanic part of temporal bone. It surrounds the external acoustic meatus that is also called as ear canal. It contributes to the formation of external ear opening. It forms part of the wall of external auditory canal. Next we have is styloid process. As you can see here in a diagram, the blue color process is styloid process. It is a slender pointed projection below the ear. It serves as an anchor point for muscle and ligament of tongue, phalanx and hyoid bone. Now let's talk about key foramina of temporal bone. First we have is external acoustic meatus that is entrance to the ear canal. Next we have is internal acoustic meatus that allow passage of cranial nerves 7 and 8 that is facial nerve and vestibulocochlear nerve. Next is stylomastoid foramen that exists of the skull facial nerve after traversing the bone. Next foramina in the temporal bone is carotid canal that is passage of internal carotid artery into the cranial cavity. Next, it has jugular foramen that is shared with the occipital bone. It transmits internal jugular vein and cranial nerve number 9, 10 and 11. Now let's talk about articulations of temporal bone. Each temporal bone connects with parietal bone through squamous suture, occipital bone through occipitomastoid suture. It also connects with the sphenoid bone, zygomatic bone and mandible at the temporomandibular joint. Now let's talk about functional significance of temporal bone. First functional significance is hearing and balance. It houses the middle and inner ear structure. Second functional significance is facial expression as it is the pathway for the facial nerve. Third significance is speech and chewing as it has TMJ function and it muscle attachment for the mastication and chewing. Next is protection as its strong petrous part protect delicate sensory organ. Now let's talk about clinical significance of temporal bone. First is temporal bone fracture. It can affect hearing, balance and facial movement. Mastoiditis, that is infection of mastoid ear cells especially in children. Next clinical significance is TMJ disorder, that is caused by misalignment or inflammation where the mandible meets the temporal bone. Now let's talk about conclusion of this lecture video. Temporal bone is not just about supporting your headphones, it's a complex and vital hub for sensory, motor and structural function. With its maze of canal and cavities, it holds some of your most crucial faculties in its bony embrace. And this was all about temporal bone. Hopefully you liked the video. If you do, don't forget to like, share, subscribe and comment. Thank you for watching.